In a world where Hollywood romances often fade as fast as their red carpet smiles, there are still stories that defy the odds, love stories that have survived fame, temptation, time, and tragedy. These couples have faced the flashing cameras, the long separations, and the relentless gossip, yet through it all, their bond has only grown stronger. From legendary actors to billionaires and musicians, these are the partnerships that remind us real love isn't about perfection. It's about perseverance. Let's take a heartfelt journey through some of Hollywood's most enduring couples then and now. They married in 1988, and in 2025, that makes 37 years together. Michael, the beloved Back to the Future star, met Tracy on the set of Family Ties, where their chemistry began. While his career soared, tragedy struck early when he was diagnosed with Parkinson's at just 29. Through it all, Tracy stood by him calm, loyal, and strong. Their love became a symbol of resilience, teaching millions that true partnership means standing together even when life shakes you to the core. Today, they still appear hand in hand, smiling brighter than ever. Married since 1996, nearly 3 decades of passion, humor, and chaos, Gordon built an empire through fire and fury in the kitchen, while Tana, a writer and TV host, brought balance and peace to his world. She's calm, elegant, and unshakable, the total opposite of his fiery temper. Together, they raised 6 children and survived fame's hardest storms. Their relationship shows that love can thrive even when tempers flare as long as there's laughter and loyalty behind the fire. They tied the knot in 1997, and after 28 years, they're still going strong. Both acclaimed actors, Sarah rose to global fame as Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City, while Matthew built a long stage and film career. Sarah's grace and perfectionism contrast Matthew's quiet humor. Despite intense media scrutiny, they've kept their marriage private and grounded. In a city full of stories, theirs remains a love letter to loyalty and longevity. Married in 1987. That's 38 years of steady devotion. Tom, known for Magnum P.I., fell in love with Jilly, a British dancer and actress, while filming abroad. After years under the spotlight, Tom chose peace over fame, moving his family to a ranch in California. Their secret? Simplicity. They've stayed out of the chaos, growing old together, with quiet dignity and timeless affection. Their story began on a movie set, turned into friendship, and blossomed into love. They married in 1995, now celebrating 30 years. Both are award-winning actors, but beyond Hollywood success, they share something deeper: laughter. Mary once said, "If you can keep laughing together, you can survive anything." That joy radiates through every photo, every public appearance. Even today, they're one of Hollywood's happiest, most genuine couples. They married in 2009, marking 16 years in 2025. He's a French billionaire CEO of Kering, the company behind Gucci and Balenciaga. She's a Mexican-born actress whose talent and charisma made her one of Hollywood's most respected figures. Their union, a blend of Latin passion and French elegance, transcends culture, fame, and wealth. Salma often says her husband makes her feel cherished, not owned. Together, they embody love that celebrates both power and tenderness. Since 2002, years of love away from the Hollywood spotlight, Julia, the pretty woman herself, met Daniel, a cinematographer, on set. Unlike many celebrity couples, they built a quiet life together, focusing on family rather than fame. Julia's down-to-earth nature and Daniel's humility form the backbone of their lasting marriage. Even now, they remain one of the rare Hollywood love stories that feels real. They've been together since 1986, nearly 40 years as Britain's most beloved TV duo. Both hosts of morning shows and authors, they've shared both screens and life's ups and downs. Richard's candid, and sometimes cheeky personality contrasts Judy's warm empathy. Their dynamic balance made them iconic proof that shared dreams and humor can keep love alive for decades. They met in 1986 and have been partners ever since, almost 40 years without ever needing a wedding ring. Oprah, a global media icon, and Stedman, an author and educator, have built a partnership rooted in respect, not dependency. Their relationship redefined what love can look like: independent yet united, free yet devoted. Oprah once said, "Our love works because he lets me be who I am." And that freedom is what keeps their hearts aligned even after all these years. They married in 2013, 12 vibrant, emotional years together. John, the soulful EGOT-winning musician, and Chrissy, the witty model and author, are as real as celebrity couples get. Chrissy's humor and authenticity, sometimes raw, sometimes vulnerable, made fans fall in love with her honesty. Despite public challenges and loss, they rebuilt stronger than before, proving that transparency can heal and deepen love. A surprising late-life romance, De Niro married Tiffany in 2023, making it just 2 years by 2025. Robert, a cinematic legend, met Tiffany, a martial arts instructor, during training. In his late 70s, he became a father again, welcoming a baby girl with her. Their relationship reminds the world that love has no expiration date, and that companionship can begin at any age. Married in 1999-26 years of a story that nearly ended. Patrick, known as McDreamy from Grey's Anatomy, and Jillian, a celebrity makeup artist, once filed for divorce in 2015 but found their way back. They rekindled their love and now advocate for communication and forgiveness. Jillian's grounded personality helped heal what fame nearly broke. Today, they remain an example that second chances can lead to stronger love. They married in 1983, and in 2025. That's an extraordinary 42 years together. Denzel is one of the greatest actors of all time, a 2-time Oscar winner known for his discipline and deep faith. Pauletta, also an actress and talented musician, met him before fame ever touched his life. She's been his rock patient, wise and unshaken. Denzel often says, "My wife made our house a home." Their relationship, rooted in spirituality and humility, stands as one of the most powerful and respected marriages in Black Hollywood. To millions, they're living proof that fame fades, but faith and love endure. They tied the knot in 2012, marking 13 years of love and evolution. Justin, once a pop superstar from NSYNC, and Jessica, a talented actress and producer, first met when both were rising stars. Over the years, they faced career pressures, rumors, and long-distance challenges, yet always found their way back to each other. Jessica's quiet strength balances Justin's charisma perfectly. Together, they've built a grounded family life for their 2 children while still thriving in Hollywood. Their story isn't about perfection, it's about commitment, growth, and choosing each other, again and again. Married since 2005, 20 years in 2025. Matt met Luciana, an Argentine bartender, while filming in Miami. She wasn't from Hollywood, and maybe that's what made their connection real. Luciana's humility and down-to-earth spirit helped Matt escape the chaos of fame. He often says that meeting her changed his life forever. They've raised 4 daughters quietly, far from scandal or spotlight. While other celebrity couples chase attention, the Damons chase peace. Their love story proves that the simplest relationships, the ones built on respect and laughter, often last the longest. Married in 2009-16 years together, and still deeply connected. Both are acclaimed actors celebrated for their intelligence and artistic depth. Maggie, now also an award-winning director, once said Peter is her calm center. They share a passion for creativity, activism, and raising their daughters with compassion and curiosity. Their bond isn't built on spectacle, it's built on shared values, trust, and emotional honesty. In a world of fleeting fame, they've created something beautifully enduring. A love that grows through art and authenticity. Together since 1978, that's an incredible 47 years. Their journey began in music, long before fame found them. Gloria's voice and Emilio's musical genius transformed Latin pop forever. Together, they broke barriers, bringing Cuban rhythms to the global stage. Through fame, accidents, and recovery, they've never stopped believing in each other. Gloria once said, "We were partners before we were lovers, and that's why we last." Their legacy isn't just in Grammys, it's in showing the world that love and art, when united, can change history. They married in 1982 3 years of chaos, heartbreak, and unbreakable love. Ozzy, the wild frontman of Black Sabbath, and Sharon, his fierce manager, have lived through addiction, betrayal, and countless storms. Sharon's strength literally saved his life more than once, while Ozzy's heart always brought him back home. Their relationship is messy, passionate, and completely human. They've proven that love doesn't have to be perfect to be real, it just has to survive. And after 4 decades, they still stand together battle-scarred, but unbroken. They've been married since 1961, an astounding 64 years. Martin, the legendary actor from Apocalypse Now and The West Wing, has always credited his wife, Janet, for grounding him. She's not only an artist but a deeply spiritual woman whose compassion shaped their entire family, including sons Charlie and Emilio. They've faced health struggles, fame, and family challenges, yet their love never wavered. In a world obsessed with youth and change, the Sheens are timeless. Their marriage stands as one of the most genuine and long-lasting in Hollywood history. Married in 1988 years together in 2025. Martin, the iconic Spandau Ballet bassist and EastEnders actor, met Shirley, the charming singer from Wham! And Pepsi and Shirley, at the height of the 80 Seconds pop scene. Amid fame and flashing lights, they built something real. A quiet, lasting love. When Martin battled a brain tumor in the 90 Seconds, Shirley stood by him with unwavering strength. Today, they still laugh like it's 1985, proving that true love, just like their music, never goes out of style. Married in 1978, that's 47 years of love in 2025. Mark Hamill, forever known as Luke Skywalker from Star Wars, met Marilu, a dental hygienist, long before his galactic fame. While the world saw him as a hero from a galaxy far, far away, Marilu kept him grounded right here on Earth. Through decades of stardom, family life, and fan frenzy, she's been his quiet strength, the calm in his universe. Their marriage has outlasted Hollywood trends and movie reboots, proving that real love doesn't need the force, just loyalty, laughter, and a little bit of faith. Married in 1997, that's 28 years together in 2025. Judd Apatow, the comedy mastermind behind films like Knocked Up and The 40-Year-Old Virgin, met Leslie Mann on a movie set and instantly fell for her wit and charm. She became not only his muse but also his lifelong partner, starring in many of his films that mirrored their real-life humor and chaos. Together, they've raised 2 daughters, both now actresses, keeping family and laughter at the heart of everything. Their relationship shows that when love and laughter coexist, even Hollywood can feel like home. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Which couple impressed you the most? And if you think we missed someone who deserves a spot, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to support the channel by hitting like, sharing with your friends, and subscribing so you won't miss our next stories. And be sure to check out our related and recent videos for even more fun.